welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where the tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Dickey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Red Raiders' return team didn't help matters out much there. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, you'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Give to the back. And the Red Raiders have enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Dickey. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Horned Frogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. Incomplete. To the ground, incomplete. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Love the play call by the offensive coordinator. Always love being aggressive and trying to take shots, but that play worked because there was zero pressure coming from the defense. Quarterback had all day to stay.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period.
Let's go. Check. Flip it.
Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Now on 2nd down. The give to Davis. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got it down the left. Off he goes. The 10. Touchdown, TCU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Washington. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to lead more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking everything with Will Palmer. They executed.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's cut. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. It's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's right on target. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Dickey. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The aerial assault continues. The quick out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's looking to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And a big reason why this...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Going for it all. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 16. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but he lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face 4. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive, David. Wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
3rd and long situation. We're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He lofts one down the sideline. Got it! After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. From the gun, looking for a man. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, he chews up yards. I mean, that was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you could tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground, and it wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To throw, it's Hammond. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give on the inside. Gives him a little how about that one? They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a deep man. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He wants to throw. Time to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They're going to throw it again. He'll take another shot here. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sideline, it's Johnson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hammond. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man enough for the 1st. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Red Raiders! What a great play! What a huge moment for this defense!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Moves away as he feels pressure. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Smashes through. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. The 30. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Baker. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm.
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Slams ahead. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And they got him on the ground just short at the 1-yard line. The running back, you could tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward. But a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.